Hi guys, so do you guys know the difference between regular Coke and Diet Coke? If anyone can answer for me, please. Well, the difference is regular Coke has sugar and Diet Coke has aspartame, and that's my topic for today. And what I think of it is that aspartame causes zero harm to the human body. Firstly, aspartame is unrelated to weight gain. According to Belmara Health, it states that aspartame is 200 times sweeter than sugar, and it is used in many beverages and foods. Because of this, you can use much less of it and still achieve the same sweetness. So, for example, if you saw a whole tablespoon of sugar, and then you saw the amount to equivalent to that sweetness of sugar from aspartame, it's like really, really minuscule, and you use like that makes the sweetness of that. And a major selling feature of aspartame is that it contains far fewer calories, 2 calories per teaspoon to be exact, and sugar, and can therefore, it can help with weight loss. So like my example, Diet Coke has 0 calories and has 0 grams of sugar, while Coke, it has 150 calories and it has 39 grams of sugar. So diet sodas, they do not contain calories, which prove logically that they can't increase weight. Data from N. Haynes' study suggests that increased servings of non-caloric beverages are not related to an increase in total calories. Additionally, the premier trial found that a reduction in intake of non-caloric beverages is not associated with weight loss. So if it has no calories, then there's no way for you to gain more weight because you're not increasing your calorie intake. And studies from AIM J. Klein Nutrition claims that aspartame containing products have been shown to be useful as a comprehensive, multidisciplinary program to promote weight loss and control of body weight in obese individuals, because they substitute things with calories for things with less calories. And with that, the choice randomized study lasting 6 months and observing how different diet changes affect weight loss adherence found that diet soda is an effective substitute for regular soda had no significant difference in health or weight loss relative to water. So some people substitute regular soda for water for when they diet because it has no calories. You can do that with diet soda. It does the same effect as replacing it with water. Nalton J.A. studies states that when comparing diet soda against non-caloric beverages in intervention study, you control the rest of the diet. No difference in weight loss is noted. This suggests that the problem is likely that the habits of people who drink diet soda rather than the diet soda itself. So it's not the diet soda that's making people increase in weight, but what's making people increase in weight is the habits around that diet soda. Like someone could eat a large pizza and then drink Diet Coke and think they're losing weight because they're drinking the Diet Coke. Secondly, aspartame is safe to consume. Aspartame is safe as long as it is consumed in a logical proportion. Butchko states in the aspartame review of safety, the safety testing of aspartame has gone well beyond that required to evaluate the safety of a food additive. With all the research in aspartame, including evaluations of both the pre-marketing and post-marketing periods, it is examined as a whole. It is clear that aspartame is safe and that there is no unresolved questions regarding its safety under conditions of intended use. With that aspartame, it contains 3 components: amino acids, aspartic acid, and phenylalanine, which are safe to the body. These components are used by the body in the same ways as they are derived from foods such as milk, fruits, and vegetables. So it uses the same components as those, which is safe for us to digest if we consume it. And aspartame consumption, even at levels much higher than consumed by the highest users, has virtually no impact on blood levels of amino acids, methanol, or glucose. Thirdly, aspartame bodily defects are myths. So there are claims that aspartame can link to cancer and other illnesses. Well, there are many false claims of that, and aspartame does not cause any of those. Burden and Magson from the New Zealand Medical Journal states that aspartame does not cause mutations, and there is no credible evidence that it causes cancer. There are no credible sources that show aspartame is linked with an illness. This is no evidence from numerous well-conducted studies that the consumption of aspartame at levels found in human diet are associated with conditions of the nervous system, behavior, and other illnesses. And the National Cancer Institute research states, however, results from subsequently carcinogenicity studies that examine whether a substance can cause cancer. These sweeteners have not provided clear evidence in association within humans. Similarly, studies of other FDA-approved sweeteners have not demonstrated clear evidence of an association with cancer in humans. So therefore, this shows us that there's no link between aspartame and cancer, which means that if you drink a diet soda, you'll be completely fine. Thank you.
Alex, I think you need to get the controversy in at the beginning of the speech a little bit more. The third point is the one that suggests that there may be some potential problems with aspartame, and then there is also some indication that people believe that it may have a counterintuitive impact on weight loss. And I think you need to explain that that's why you need to defend this food additive right now and the whole use of diet sodas at this particular point, so we know why we're listening to this argument and it's not merely an informative speech about diet soda. You do have a clear statement of your proposition. There's not really a preview of what the supporting structure is going to be, so you need to work on that roadmap and get that up for us. The first point I didn't think was as clearly signposted when we were talking about it. I mean, I knew generally what the argument was, but as a declarative statement, it needed to be a little bit clearer. The second and the third points, though, were clearly indicated, and I could tell exactly what it was you were saying on those points. On each of the individual points, you kind of explain ideas and concepts pretty clearly. I don't think that there's a lot of ambiguity in the conclusions that you're making. And there's a good citation of evidence on most of the points. I thought I heard a lot of medical sources being cited, studies that are being referred to. There's not a lot of statistical data on most of these points, but the conclusions of the researchers seem to be pretty definitive, so I appreciated that. And like I said, you were very consistent about citing those sources. So the generalizations are solid. I think the presentation you do a pretty good job talking to the audience most of the time. Like I said, I think maybe a little bit more background information would help there. And thank you. Now I feel safer about drinking my Coke Zero.